Good afternoon, everybody. As I promised, today we're going to have an instructional video on how to make your own homemade laundry detergent. Now, I've been doing this off and on for about the last 8 to 10 years, and I always get the same two questions. One, why do you do it? And two, does it work? Does it really get your clothes clean? Well, let me jump to the answer of the second question. I have the type of really honest, almost brutally honest friends that if I was around them and somehow there was an odor emanating from my clothing, or there looked to be like stains all over it, they would be the ones to be the first to tell me. And I have to say, happily, none of them have ever told me anything. And actually, many of them who know that I have been making my own laundry detergent want to know how to do it, which is to them why I am doing this video for their sake and for everybody else who might be interested in an instructional video on how to do it, because it's really, really simple. The answer to the first question, why do I do it? Well, there's a lot of reasons why. The first is, I like making stuff from scratch. I like knowing what's in the ingredients of the products that I use or the products that I put into my body. That's why I'm an organic gardener. I build my own compost pile, and I like to make my own products. So, for the first part of that complicated question as to why do I do it, it's one, I enjoy it. It's fun. Why not do things that you enjoy? Life's too short, right? So the second reason is that I really do believe in taking care of Mother Nature. It's very important to me to be good to our planet. And so when you have a whole bunch of these things floating around your house, multiplied by how many loads of laundry that you do per week, especially if you're raising 4 kids at one time like I was, you're going to be buying these like out the wazoo and putting them into the landfill, which we don't need to do. So I have these because, one, sometimes time is money, and sometimes I am lazy. And so my daughter will go to the store and say, hey, we're out of laundry detergent. It's only like $2. I can get it for a coupon. And, that's great. So, nothing wrong with it. But by and large, I like to make my own. And then I recycle these by putting what I make in my liquid laundry detergent in these containers. So then I'm keeping them out of the landfill and using them more than just a single purpose. The third reason why I do it is, I was looking on the back of these bottles and trying to figure out what ingredients actually go into a store-bought laundry detergent. And interestingly, on both of these brands, they don't list what the ingredients are. They tell you to go to their website. So, I did go to their website, and I'm just going to spare you, but it's a whole lot of things that I can't even pronounce, let alone know what they are. So the products that I use in this homemade laundry detergent today is very simple. There's 3 ingredients, and I bought all 3 ingredients for under $9. Now, that's not $9 for one batch of laundry soap. That's $9 for probably close to 7 batches of laundry soap. So the first product that I'm going to show you is an item called borax. I mean, you can use this to clean. You can use it to boost your laundry, to make it whiter. As I told you last week when I did the video on the organic lavender pillow spray, I like buying things that I can use for a number of products. So borax, and you might wonder, well, what's in borax? Is it safe? Well, borax is basically boron, it's sodium, it's oxygen, and it's water. I had to do a little research on it because I couldn't remember all of the ingredients of borax, but that's what borax is. The second item that you're going to need to make the laundry detergent is called super washing soda. Now, do not confuse this with baking soda by the same brand, Arm & Hammer. This is washing soda. This is not to be ingested. It has a number of multiple purposes as well. But primarily, I use it when I'm making my laundry detergent. So the borax, I didn't have to buy it this time because I had some already in my cabinet, but I went online. It's about $4.47 a box. The washing soda, I got it. I did have to buy this today. I got it for about $3.29 at Farm and Fleet in Urbana. The third item that you're going to need is a bar soap. Now, you can use, if you make your own homemade lye soap, or you know, have a particular soap that you like, you can use that. When I'm making my laundry soaps, I use one of two things. I use either Fels Naspa or I use Zote. If I'm in a pretty pink mood, I'm gonna use Zote because it's pretty, and that's the one we're gonna make today. I'm gonna show you how pretty it is. Not that it makes a difference, but sometimes I'm just in that mood. This is about $1.25 at Walmart. This was 99 cents. Now this is a little denser soap, and there's only 5 ounces here for 99 cents. In this one, it's 14 ounces for about $1.25, but it's a very light soap. So I don't know really quantity-wise when you're grading it, if you know, which is going to create the most. So, you know, it's really what you like. I like having these because if I've got stains on my clothing, I wet the fabric, I scrub this in, I let it sit for a little bit, and then I launder it. And it does amazing. I've not done that so much with Zote, but I love it when I use Fels Naspa for that. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to do is and one thing I'm going to encourage you to do, use old cookware. Do not use stuff you make your, you know, your daily food stuff with to make your products. This is an old set of cookware I probably got when I got married in 1988. And so, you know, over the years you upgrade, and I thought, well, you know, why throw it away? I can use it to make my lye soap or my laundry soap or any other product that I'm using. I also, you know, kept an old grater, you know, and I store all of this away from my cooking area. So the first thing you're going to do, and I would recommend that you wear gloves. I'm trying to figure out where, okay, here's my handy duty glove. And if you're going to be grating the soap, I did a lot of the grating yesterday just to save time. It might be good to get a face mask because I about hacked up a lung as I was grating this bar of Zote into my pot. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grate, I don't know, I would say if you're using Zote, maybe 2/3 of the bar, and you're just going to grate it. And eventually you're gonna end up with a substance that looks like this. A nice powdery kind of a soap. Now, some people on the recipes say, oh, grind it up in your food processor. And that's not my idea of something I want to use my food processor for. So I just use my grate and I grate it down as much as I can. The next thing then you're going to do is you're gonna need a cup of, a cup of the borax. So I've already pre-measured it. You're going to pour that in, and then you need a cup of your washing soda, and I'm going to pour that in as well. Now, let me just tell you something about when you're buying these boxes of borax and washing soda. Make sure you seal the bag after you open it, which I did not do. And what I ended up doing was having to use a hammer to get it broke down into a powdery substance because moisture from the air got into both of these boxes and it was hard as a brick. So, you know, I had to do a little extra, you know, yesterday, and ended up having to like use my old hammer to get it. So what we're going to do is then we're mixing, you can see, we're going to mix all of this up in this pot. And, you know, by using a glove, you can, you know, you can get any lumps broke down. Again, you know, I'm probably going to start coughing here because I didn't put on my mask like I should have. If you're sensitive at all, make sure you put a mask on because there are fine particles in the air right now. And, you know, I'm probably going to pay for it later after I turn off this video. But anyway, what you're going to do then is then you transfer this product that you put together, and that's all it is. This is your homemade laundry detergent. And like I said, in another video, I'm a canner, so I have lots of jars, and I'm just going to use it. And I'm going to jar this up. And I'm going to like make a nice little container and see how pretty it is. I don't know if you can see or not, but it's nice and pink. This is the one I made with the Fels Naspa. I made that yesterday. It's a little yellow. This one's pink. Doesn't make a difference. And okay, so I'm going to tell you one thing because I have a lot of people that make this comment. Does it suds? No. This is not going to be a high bubbly kind of laundry detergent. And you know why that's not important? Bubbles don't equal clean. Bubbles is really about surface tension and how the soap molecules either attract or repel the water that it's coming in contact with. It does not equal clean. I think that we kind of are brainwashed with some of these product advertising that if it's really sudsy, we must be getting it clean. No. So, if a lot of the high efficiency front load washers, they want you to use like a low sudsing detergent, this might be a good option for you. I figured it out based on making a batch that comes to about, I'd say 40 ounces of laundry detergent. It's going to cost you about 6 to 11 cents a load, because it recommends that you use either 2 tablespoons up to 4 tablespoons per load in your washing machine when you're using this homemade detergent. So, for about, I'd say $2.30, something like that, you've got probably 20 to 40 loads, depending upon how many you actually, how many tablespoons per load that you want to use. So that's how you're going to make your homemade laundry detergent. So then the other part of the equation is, what do you do for fabric softener? Well, I'll tell you what typically I do. Vinegar. That's all I do. I put it in the rinse receptacle, and I use vinegar because it's a softener. And no, it does not smell like vinegar once your clothes have washed and dried. However, since I know that a lot of people like scents, and I'll be honest with you, when I'm going for a walk every day and I can smell somebody's dryer and they've got like that really cool downy or, some kind of snuggle, I smell it and I love it. But it's not worth it to me to buy it. If I really want to smell it, I'll just go out on a nice hot summer day and walk the neighborhood and hope somebody's doing their laundry. But typically I use vinegar. But there's a few ways you can modify the use of vinegar as a fabric softener in your washing machine. One thing you can do is you can put vinegar in a jar and you can add just your basic baking soda. This is the stuff that you use to bake cookies and stuff. But be careful. Don't get all slap happy with the vinegar. You're going to add, 2 or 3 tablespoons of your baking soda and then slowly add your vinegar, because you know what? Vinegar and baking soda have a reaction and you'll end up with bubbles all over the place like I did, because I kind of got a little happy with the vinegar and forgot that I really need to do that very slowly. So if you can see, the baking soda's in the bottom, the vinegar, you just want to shake it up a little bit, and then you just pour a little in the receptacle. Another thing that you can do, if you don't want to use, you want a little more of if you want like a scent, you can add essential oil. You can add 10 to 20 drops, whatever you like. Last week I had the lavender essential oil, and I'm all about reusing things and making them useful in a lot of products. So, if I want my fabric softener to be soft and have a little bit of a lavender scent, I can put it in there. Another thing that I have done, and I really stray away from doing this, but I've done it before. If I want a scent, I will add the cheapest, prettiest smelling hair conditioner to my vinegar. So instead of the baking soda, I would put the vinegar in there, and I would, I just squirt a little bit, shake it, give it a little bit of a scent if you want it. But, just know, the scent that you're getting out of that isn't going to have the same smell in the dryer like your commercial products like Snuggle or Downy. Another thing that you can do is you can buy Epsom salt. Now, I have to tell you, I just got today, thankfully, my order from Saltworks of 50 pounds of very fine Epsom salt. Now, you may say, 50 pounds? What in the world would you use 50 pounds of Epsom salt for? So many things. You can use it to soften your water, because think about water softener. When you put it in your water softener, it softens your water. So if you're using Epsom salt in your washing machine, not in the receptacle, but in the water when you get into the rinse cycle, it's going to do some softening in there. If you want a scent, again, you can add your essential oil. But let me just talk real briefly about the benefits of Epsom salts. If you're like my age or even younger, but you're very highly active and you end up with very sore muscles, Epsom salts in your bathtub, magnesium spray is magnesium. The Epsom salts is a type of magnesium that really has an ability to make your muscles relax and feel better. I've made scrubs, body scrubs out of this. I add it to the whole of my tomatoes and peppers, along with a little bit of sugar before I plant them. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Epsom salt and sugar that make my tomatoes and my peppers grow really well. So 50 pounds is probably going to last me this year, but as in most things, the bigger the bulk you buy, the cheaper per ounce. And if you're going to use it, you don't want to waste it because that's money out of your pocket that served no purpose. But if you really think you're going to use it like I do, to me, it made sense to order the 50 pounds. And I order 50 pounds of Epsom salt online because it gets delivered to my house because you know what? It was hard lifting that bag to get it into the bathroom. And I'm probably going to have to take a bath with Epsom salts tonight because I've, racked up my back. Anyway, so you've got, so for fabric softeners in the washing machine, like I said, you've got the vinegar and baking soda, and lavender oil vinegar, and hair conditioner, Epsom salts, and essential oil. If you want to have a fabric freshener, what you can do is you can get a spray bottle, put vinegar in it, you can put essential oil in it, and I just took an old t-shirt, an old tank top that I couldn't fit in anymore, and I won't tell you why, but I can't fit in it anymore, and you spray it with this lavender essential oil infused vinegar. You spray it and throw it in the dryer with your clothes, maybe 4 to 6 of these rags. You can use t-shirts, you can use anything that's cloth. I wouldn't use polyester or anything like that, but cotton cloth. Spray it on, throw it in there, might freshen it up a little bit. Another thing that you can do is you can actually use this and spray it directly on your clothes, that's in the dryer before you dry. I don't use the dryer. Okay, I don't know if you can see, this was laundry week for me, and so all my clothes are on a dryer. Now, if you go about and you do things like I do, laundry's not going to get done in a couple hours because I use the air to dry, so I'm not using my dryer. The only reason I have a dryer is because my daughter, Chelsea, insists on drying her clothes in the dryer. I like the clothesline, and when I can't take my clothes out, I've got a wooden rack. I've also got a stand-up rack that I can use. I prefer my clothes on the line. I think it makes them last longer. I don't care if they're a little stiff. A stiff towel, after I use it one time, it's like not stiff anymore. And if you really just can't deal with the stiffness, throw it in the dryer for a couple minutes. You're saving energy. You're using something that's frugally available to you, air. And it's just really a nice feeling when you know that every little bit that you do yourself and you save on your own behalf is keeping money in your pocket. It's taking care of the environment. It's taking care of your pocketbook. And for me, as I've said, one of the reasons I enjoy it, and if you went onto my professional page, Lori D. Young, LCSW PhD, all this week, I wrote about how to manage anxiety. There's nothing more calming than making things from scratch, at least for me. And I would encourage you to try that. If you want more clinically, guided insights into how to manage anxiety, please go visit my professional page. This isn't the professional page. This is the homesteader page. This is the things that I have done in my everyday life for the last, I'd say, 20 years to bring myself simple, frugal joy. Because what I have found is that digging in the dirt and living a simple life in many instances can be just as good at healing the soul as a good therapy session. None of this replaces a good therapy session if that's what you need. However, reach out, ask for help, learn to do some things that build your confidence and bring you very simple joys into your life. And I guarantee you, it will be worth it. You'll save some money. You'll probably feel a lot better when you're using these products because you know exactly what you're using because you've researched it. And then, you know what? Then you can go out, you can sit down, you can have a cup of coffee, you can read a book, and you can relax because you've taken care of yourself today. So thank you again. I wanted to tell you, we are now at about 80 to 90, I think we're about 90 likes on this page. So I really thank everybody who's inviting their friends. And as I said last week, I was going to draw a name on who had liked the page and shared the page and invited their friends. And whoever I draw is going to get my little bottle of the organic pillow spray. So I have painstakingly cut the names of everybody who's liked it as of 9 o'clock this morning. And you can see, look at all of these names. So I'm going to reach in and I'm going to draw one. I have no scheme behind all of this. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to draw the name. And the name that I have is Kim Triplet Brigham. So Kim, if you're watching or somebody knows Kim, I am going to be reaching out to you to let you know that you're going to get this sample of free lavender organic lavender essential oil pillow spray. Now I'm going to make some of these, and if people like them, I've been giving them to a couple of my friends to test them out, and they really like them. I've been using them on my pillow at night. They really do induce a relaxing kind of atmosphere as you're trying to wind down from a long, busy day. So, you know, if you're interested in buying it, I'm thinking I'm going to sell it for about $3. It really compares to what you buy online or in the store at $25 to $30. But you know what? It's just basically paying for a little bit of my time and the products that I have used. So if you're interested, send me a private message. If there's other things that you want to learn how to do, please join the Healing Homesteader, because this is something that has healed me in many ways, and I hope it heals you too. So you have a great weekend, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you.